Hey, good morning, groomers. We're out sharpening a bunch of scissors this morning at a grooming shop, and I just wanted to do a quick video that a lot of people have asked me questions about, and I think it's important to go over so you guys have a basic understanding of why your scissors do what they do. For instance, here's a pair of scissors that when she gave it to me, the tips were crossing like this, okay? When the tips cross like that, is a reason they crossed. The reason they crossed is because the bumper was missing here. So without that bumper, your blades are going to cross at the tips, which is going to cause them not to cut. It's also going to cause them to clang and make noise, okay? So it's important that you keep an eye on these sort of things. Make sure that your bumper's in place. Make sure that your tips aren't crossing. Now, another important thing is this is called the balance. Some people think this is balance. No. And a scissor, this is called balance, okay? So when they fall that freely, that means your scissor is out of balance. And what can that cause? What can it create? It can create your scissors not cutting. So some of you recognize this, some of you don't. This is an adjustment tool to adjust your scissors. Now what you do is you take this tool and you find the right size that it goes in here. You put it in there, give it a couple turns. Basically what that does is it tightens the scissor up. And you want your scissor to fall about 1/4 of an inch from the tip. Okay? You want there to be a little bit of drag. See, that's just about perfect. Okay? Now, some scissors I run across during the day, I can take these scissors and I can just go like this with them. And what that does basically is it's forcing you to push the two blades together. That's not the right way to use a scissor. You want the scissor to be nice and free in your hand, but you want there to be proper tension. Now, a couple of these scissors, here's a Kenchi Scorpion. Some of you are very familiar with those. It's the same thing with these. If you drop them, you want that scissor to be just about like this. Okay? You want to hold them straight in front of you with a finger tang on your right hand side and just drop them. Now, if they're too loose, you tighten them with the adjusting nut. If they're too tight, you just back it down a couple of notches. You'll know when they're perfect. It's very simple. Now, the other thing, very important too, that when you maintain your scissors, you wipe them down at the end of the day. Just drop a little bit of oil. This is called a ride line. You want to drop a little bit of oil here, and you want to drop a little bit of oil right here on your adjusting nut. And a couple times like that, you'll find out that they're going to work a lot smoother for you. This is just basic maintenance that most of you should already know, but don't. So, some of these other scissors, for instance, give you an idea. Now, we talk about proper sharpening. This particular scissor is a true convex scissor, but whoever the clown was that sharpened these had put a beveled edge. You see that silver edge right there? That's called the beveled edge. This is a convex scissor. Fortunately, the reason I got called out was to hopefully try to fix the problem. It's the same thing with this one. he's put a beveled edge on a convex scissor. What does that do to your scissors? Easiest way to explain, beveled edge scissors are like pushing snow. Convex scissors are like cutting through the snow. Convex scissors we're going to cut just like butter. If they're sharpened properly, if they're adjusted properly, you shouldn't even feel them going through fur. That's it. I hope this helps.